Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today's restaurant is Burgers on Bishop. And if you've ever heard of Burgers and Things, that used to be on Poa Road in Punchbowl, that's a spin-off on that. Some of the owners split off and made this, Burgers on Bishop. If you're wondering where it is, it's at the Topa Tower off of Bishop and Ala Moana Boulevard. And the other street that crosses it is Queen Street. It is confusing because their address, if you look it up, says Fort Street, which also goes around the other side of the building. But to enter, you can either use the entrance off of Bishop Street, or Queen Street is the best because it's on that side of the building. So today I wanted to show you their gourmet burgers. I got my go-to, I've been here before, is their Wagyu burger made with real Wagyu beef. And I wanted to try something new and out of my comfort zone. This is the Niihau lamb burger. And I've also got some garlic truffle fries, which they're known for. So let's dig in. So I cut it in half just to have a better handle on it, just because it is humongous and spilling with stuff. I asked for it to be cooked medium. You can have it cooked any way you want. They'll ask you. So if you don't like it this red, you can ask for well done. I also added my personal preference. I love fresh jalapenos, so I put some fresh jalapenos in there. That's extra. But the other things that come with the burger that are not extra are the fresh greens, the tomato, and the wonderful buttery mushrooms. So let's take a bite out of it. Super delicious and very flavorful. And the beef is just so soft and tender. The mushrooms are cooked in what appears to be butter and some onions. It's sauteed, so you get that buttery mouthfeel as well. So bad for you, but tastes so good. And I just love that they have fresh jalapenos as an addition. I am a big fan of fresh jalapenos. Every time I ask for them, I'm really disappointed if they're pickled. But look at this, big chunks of fresh jalapeno. And if you like spicy things, definitely get it in your burger. It adds so much flavor. The thing I like about this burger is even though you taste the butteriness and the fattiness of it, it has the contrast with the very fresh greens and the tomato that just gives it a nice fresh contrast. And the bun, I don't know where they get it from or if they make it in-house, but it's almost like a pretzel bun. It's so delicious and soft, but the outside's kind of a little bit hard. It's just great. There's also, looks like mustard seeds in there, but I'm not a big fan of mustard, but you really don't taste it too much. It's not like overpowering. So everything's delicious and it all melds well together. I just love how they use, you know, baby greens. It looks like baby spinach and baby lettuce. They don't use the cheap iceberg lettuce. It's all fresh, delicious, gourmet ingredients. It is an expensive burger, and I'll go over that later, but it is definitely worth it with the quality of meat, the seasonings on point, and the buttery sauce. It's so good, it soaks into the bread, and everything's so fresh and delicious. Okay, the Wagyu burger, definitely delicious. It's definitely consistent. I've had it, like I said before, and today it's the same delicious quality. We'll go over the price for this one. It is $14.50, definitely expensive. It is a gourmet burger place, so if you're willing to fork out the dollars, it is, I think, worth it. And I added the jalapenos. That was another $1.25. You can add other things like extra mushrooms, extra onions, etc. for an extra price. Okay, we'll go into the fries. This is the garlic truffle fries. It is delicious, hand-cut, thick fries, but they're cut in a unique way. It's got like almost like a spiral, but not as thin as a spiral cut. And it's got that nice steak fry taste to it. Crispy on the outside, but nice and soft and pillowy on the inside. And if you get the garlic truffle, you definitely taste the delicious garlic flavor. So good. And I don't know what these little things are, these white things, but I think it's the truffle flavor, but it's also a cheese. Everything on this platter is not all of the fries. I still have a lot more. So it looks little, but it's actually huge because they're pretty meaty chunks of potatoes. Definitely will fill you up. and they don't skimp on giving you a lot of fries. So the price of the fries is $5.50. Expensive again, but delicious in flavor and very unique in their garlic seasoning. Definitely can't get a better fry anywhere else, so it is worth it to me. And they give you, like I said, a lot in this bag. I still have half a bag left. Okay, moving on. I cut it again to make it easier to handle, but this is the Ni'ihau lamb burger. With lamb, I believe they didn't ask me how I wanted it cooked, and it's cooked all the way. It looks like inside there's a lot of different seasonings. I see some red flakes. I'm not sure if that's pepper, and some green in there. It comes with the same delicious tomato and greens. And it also looks like there's chopped apples or some kind of fruit, and it looks like bacon or porchetta or something. Pieces of like crispy bacon. So let's dig into that. I don't see any sauce or anything wet on it, so we'll take a bite. Pretty interesting. I've never had really good lamb experiences before. It's either cooked where it's so gamey, I don't like it. But I had 2 recent good lamb experiences. So I wanted to just try it. This one is not gamey at all. I'm not sure what's in it. I mean, you do taste that it's not like beef or any other meat. It has an aftertaste, but it's not terrible to me. But you definitely taste something in there that's herbal. I want to say it's like a mint, which goes well with lamb. So that might be the chopped up green things in the meat. It's definitely not as meaty as this burger is. It definitely has some filler in it, like breadcrumbs, because it's a little bit soft on the bite. But overall, pretty good. The apple complements it. Whenever you bite into it, the chunks of sweet apple really goes well with the meat and the mintiness. Very unique. The burger has a definitely nice char on it, and I can see more herbs on it, and it's chopped fresh. It looks like rosemary, which is great. I mean, that's very creative to me that you're using all these herbs and fresh things, and the apple. And the porchetta or bacon, looks like porchetta to me, has a nice sweet overtone, which goes well with the apple. And I never even knew that they raised lamb on Ni'ihau. So it's great that they're giving them business with local meats, and it's as fresh as you can get because it's right from Hawaii. I will say everything's seasoned delicious from a objective point of view. It's cooked perfectly. Nothing's dry. The meat is, nicely seasoned, but it's got a little bit of moisture in it where it's not dried out. The apples, like I said, give it a nice, crisp, sweet contrast flavor. But again, I'm not a fan of lamb. I'm glad I tried it though, just to see how it is. But if you do love lamb, this is a definite go for you probably. Not smelly or gamey at all. Interesting flavors, and definitely check it out if you're a lamb lover. But for me, I like my beef burgers, so if I were to pick, I would probably pick the Wagyu burger over that. So the price for the Ni'ihau lamb burger is the same, $14.50. I didn't add any jalapenos or anything to it, so it was a flat $14.50. So we'll go over some tips about burgers on Bishop. They do not, I asked them, they did not validate parking in the Topa Tower. So if you know that area and anywhere downtown, parking is ridiculous. It's very hard to find over there. So what I did was I parked at Aloha Tower Marketplace. If you do not get validation there, it's $3 for the first hour. However, this is a tip. I went there and called it in. It takes about 20 minutes to make your food. So I kind of timed it to drive there, and I called before I got there. I parked at Aloha Tower Marketplace across the street, which I'll show you where it is, so you kind of get a hint of, where you're going to enter. You enter on the Bishop Street side, and it's right there, right across from Aloha Tower Marketplace. Go all the way to the back, and Burgers and Things is there. And I picked up my food, walked back, and I went to Aloha Tower Marketplace to the Tea Espresso and got myself a delicious coconut milk tea with lychee jelly. If you go there and purchase something at Aloha Tower Marketplace within that first hour, your parking is free. And parking was totally empty during the weekday. Another tip is if you have a friend or somebody that can drive you there, they have a 3-minute loading zone area on the Bishop Street side. So you can call it in, drop your passenger off, your friend there to grab it, maybe just drive around the block and then pick them back up. But I like the Aloha Tower Market thing. I got my tea. There's lots of places to sit there if you're actually gonna just eat it right there. There's tons of tables and beautiful outdoor scenery. I went and saw the ocean from the Aloha Tower side to Sand Island, and tons of chairs in an airy breezeway area where you can enjoy your drink that you bought from there. Or they also have a gelato Italian ice place. You can get some dessert there and eat your food, and you get free parking. Unfortunately, due to COVID, they have changed their hours, so they're only open Monday through Fridays, I believe 9 to 2 p.m. Used to be open for Pauhana nights where people would go there and eat pupus and drink, but that's no longer there. They do have a pretty big dining area, and they said you can eat in there if you want to. So it's a pretty spacious area from the inside if you go all the way in. From the outside, it looks like a small area, but it's actually a pretty big dining area that they have. They will make your burgers early. I got these burgers for breakfast technically. They open, like I said, at 9, but if you call them at 9, they'll make you a burger, no problem. But they also sell other dishes. They do, today they had a special fried egg and fried rice bowl, stuff like that. And they have numerous pastries and fresh squeezed drinks. They have brownies and desserts and all kinds of things, so definitely check them out. It's not only about burgers. So that's my take on burgers on Bishop. If you are looking for a lunch place to go to with your coworkers and you're in the town area, definitely check them out for a lunch option. If you're off on the weekday, hey, check them out and take your time, park at Aloha Tower Marketplace and just cross the street and get your food. So until next time, if you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again next time. Peace out.